Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Tonight we are talking Splinterlands frequently asked questions. We're going to be going through the comments left on the channel, but also we're going to be answering whatever questions there are from members that are hanging out tonight. It's a members only live, and we do these once a week. If you're interested in becoming a member, you know how you can do that. Come pop on over to my channel and go onto the community page, and there's a join button. Click the join button, choose your membership level, and there's bronze for $2.99. You're getting loyalty badges and custom emojis for $8.99. You're getting early access to videos as well as weekly lives. Gold is getting all of the things at the lower levels, plus extra connections on socials, as well as discount on gear. We don't have shirts out yet, but they're coming. Hats too, the whole kit and caboodle, guys. Champion is 150 right now, and that's the one-on-one for an hour per month. And then I'm introducing a diamond level, which will have a group private chat once per month, as well as 15-minute lives with each of you individually. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, stay tuned on that. Memberships, that's we do these weekly lives for a reason, guys, so we can keep the community tight, get to know the guys, let them get to know me, and we're going to get into it. Oh, got a question from Days here. Days 12 says, have you tried out Riftwing yet? Feels like a competitor to Pellicor, Conjure, or curious about your thoughts. Hey Jim, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, let's go look at that. Let's go look at the cards right now. Riftwing. Is it Riftwing? I bought 100 copies of that this morning, Days. Because I definitely like that card. Let's see, filters, purchase. I'm trying to filter my own search history so that I can market history, so that I can see. Yeah, see Riftwing, the big wall of Riftwings. I bought maybe 50 or 100 of them at 23 cents each, roughly. Let's go look at that monster. Probably like 10 cents now. The way these prices have been falling. Oh, that's the thing. That's the question. Actually, somebody left a question on the channel earlier saying, like, comment. They want me to comment on the price collapse, and it certainly is falling a lot, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how your portfolios are being affected, guys, but you know, I was around 150. I think I might have been around 157 at one point. And now I'm 140. And that's on the list price, but on the market price, I'm at 137. So that's a good $20,000 like evaporated. And Chaos Legion too. You know, I was around 18,000 when I first opened my packs. Now it's 11,700. So that's a big difference. The prices are clearly settling, but that's what we always talked about, right? We said that they're going to come out, the supply is going to be inadequate, and the prices are going to spike because there'll be exuberance from the audience and lack of supply. But then as the supply comes online, the prices start to dip. And also we've got 90 Chaos Legion cards and 20 reward cards, plus all the alphas, betas, untamed, and whatever. So it's like now we have even more things to buy, which means more ways to spend your money, which means less competition on any specific card. So I think it's going to go like this for a little bit, like probably a few weeks, and then we'll start to see certain winners popping up, even as soon as like next week. Even now, right? Like Chaos Agent is a common card, and he's selling for 37 cents. You need 400 of those to get a max copy. That's a 37 times no 0.37 times 400. That's a lot of money. 150 bucks for a level 1, like a mana cost 1 card. I know, it's pretty good, especially at the higher levels. This card here, and we'll get to your card in a second there, Days. Dodge, phase, backfire. Like, this is an interesting card for 1 cost. Crypto Llama was on my 1K giveaway, and he was commenting about this one, saying how, you know, it's almost a tank because of its dodge and its phase and its backfire. It's going to be a real nuisance for 1 mana, but only particularly at the highest levels, which most people don't play at. I'd say it's not anything special in the bronze, and at silver it's okay. You know, again, it's better than like I would say it's better than, you know, maybe a Furious Chicken meat shield, but not by a lot. It's a lot cheaper than that. So yeah, it's a fine card, but it's you know, clearly it's expensive. This one here is 10 times 400. Is that 40 bucks? 40 bucks. Let's see. 400 times point. Yeah, 40 bucks for a Venari Heatsmith, 40 bucks for a Pellicor Deceiver, 40 bucks for a Pellicor Conjurer, and then this guy comes in at 150 bucks. Okay, let's answer Dave's question. The Rift Wing. That was a Death Splinter card, right? There it is. First of all, Days, I don't know if you know this, but the Rift Wing was a late addition to the Chaos Legion pack. At first, it didn't exist, but then they made that artwork. Let's go Splinterlands, Chaos Legion. They made this artwork, and then the bats. I guess Nate loved this artwork, and then later on was like, these bats should be something. They're not a character. We should make them a character. So that's the Rift Wing. But it was tacked on or thought up after the fact. And so I think it's extremely powerful with flying, scavenger, backfire, headwinds. That's why I bought like 100 of them today. And look, it's gone up actually since I was buying them at 23 cents and it spiked by 10 cents, which is, in this environment, you guys know, is pretty rare. Like most things are falling. So clearly people do like this card. Again, just like the Agent of Chaos or whatever that last card I looked at, this is an excellent card, but it gets, I would say it's defined by its higher level power. You know, at the lowest level, it's going to be fine. You know, it's going to be interesting. Flying, scavenger, 5 hit points. That's a pretty decent meat shield, but it is 4 mana cost. And I would say with no melee or attack of any kind, that's pretty, I don't think that you're going to get a lot of play in bronze. Now, as you start to get up into silver and you've got 7 hit points, that's a pretty meaningful meat shield. And add to that the speed, plus the flying, plus the scavenge is going to give it a lot of sustainability. So in silver, I start to think this has value, like pretty decent value. And then in gold, once backfire kicks in and the speed starts coming up, that's when it really starts to hit its own stride. So again, this is one of those cards you're going to really love. I'm going to love at the highest levels, and some of you are going to use, but not, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense that it's flying up 3 times the value of some of the other cards, right? It's just a common card, isn't it? Where was it? Yeah, it's just a common card. So I mean, yes, I like it, but I just, you know, it's funny how certain things take off. That's my point. Like that takes off, but then a card like Crypt Beetle, which is less mana, and look what happens to this thing. Shield right out of the gate. That's always good for a meat shield, to have a shield. And then it also has an armor, which gives it that sustainability, which is nice. Like if you want to put it in the back to protect you from like a sneak attack play, this could work right in bronze. This could work in silver. This could work in gold in like a little leagues or a champion in a little leagues. It even has 3 attack at the highest levels. The speed is a bit questionable, but you know, you augment it with certain abilities or you play it in the right context, like a reverse speed. So point being, it's strange to me how some take off price wise and others get ignored. And I don't always think that makes sense. So it's important to kind of, as this one's Shadow Snitch, very powerful, very fast, reach, ability. I like it a lot, and it's 13 cents, so interesting. Thanks for coming out, Jim. Thanks for coming out, Matthew. Thanks for the question, Days. Okay, Jim says, I think Forgotten One is underrated. Red monster with immunity. It's so strong. Let's check it out. Check it out. This is one I really like. I like all the ants because they have the shield and they have scavenge. And the other one, Ant Miner with the 2 cost. I love this card and I use it a lot. And then the Antoid Platoon to me is like an extension of that. So this is the card I like, especially for 20 cents. Now, Jim was calling which card? The forgotten one. Forgotten one. Forgotten one. Let's go like this. Make it easy on myself. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one. So Epic, $6. To me, Epic $6 is a reasonable price, first of all, right off the bat, without even assessing the abilities. It's like, generally speaking, I feel Epic cards are worth about $5-6. And right now, some of the Epics are being given away. So that's a different conversation, but there's some really cheap Epics, $2, $2, $2. So food for thought, especially this Uraeus, which is a neutral sneak attack monster. Everyone's going to want this one day. Everyone will want it. It'll be an absolute must-have card because it's neutral, because sneak attack is so pervasive as a strategy, because it's actually really powerful. It has poison and sneak and it has 3 attack and a good amount of hit points, plus the armor, all of it, including the speed. It's an excellent card. $2.30. It is really not appropriate. Same with these 3, in my opinion. These are very strong cards and they need more consideration. But going back to the question at hand, the Forgotten One is obviously, yes, a hard buy. Like, this thing's awesome. Like, first of all, I actually think this art's really, really cool. And it reminds me of Gatsu from... Gatsu is like the anime name. What's the English name? Berserker. I better not bring it up, otherwise I'll get like a copyright strike. Berserker is an anime with this dude with a gigantic sword. The sword's like as big as your house. Like, it's like 10 feet long and he wields it perfectly. So, and then there's a demon that Gatsu fights, Berserker fights, and it looks like this guy kind of. So I love the art. And then I love a mix of hit points and shields. That's something I really always seek after. Plus, I really like high hit points, like 8, 9, 10 is like really high hit points. And it starts to be very helpful in certain contexts, like where the enrage rule is at play. So when every monster can be enraged. And so picture a guy like this with 6 melee damage at the highest threshold, with 10 hit points in an enrage battle, going up to what? Like, I think 3 is 2. So 10. I think 10 attack. And then if there was any inspire, and he's only 9 mana. Like, 9 mana in today's day and age is like actually not that high with some of these new people. So yes, I love it. With the retaliate, with piercing, this is a card I really, really strongly like actually. And I haven't thoroughly considered it, but I definitely agree with you, Jim. So yeah, Jim, I love that one. That Forgotten One looks exceptional, especially for the 6 cost. Is reasonable. It's not a deal in this marketplace, but it's reasonable. And you only need 46 of them to get a max level copy. Guys, appreciate you. Thank you. Have an amazing night.